Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and I'm just gonna do a little of this card here, the tag, because I kind of had a cute little thought to do this. I actually saw it somewhere, but I've never tried it. Anyway, I wanted to tell you too that the video yesterday was very close up. I don't know why. I must have set the camera up kind of weird. So anyway, I'm just going to work a little bit, and then a lot of this I still have to do off camera because it just takes too much time. I did do quite a few hinges, and when I do the flip through or the final, I'll go through each of those with you. Okay, so this, I have a little journal card here that I'm going to stitch. I haven't done that yet. This is the 9th day of Christmas, the 9 ladies dancing. So what I kind of wanted to do was, I was going to take this paper clip and sew across here and then put that on the tab, tab it on like that. Then I thought I could take this and put it on there. Just something a little different. So let me try to stitch this closed. Let me, I'll just put one of these little clips because I may make it shorter. I just have to have it far enough away from the sewing machine so that it won't be, actually let me go a little bit more than that. So I have to roll over here to the machine. Okay. So far. Okay, so let me rip this. So I hope everybody had a good evening last night. I worked a little more on the journal, and then I was exhausted for some reason. It was a long day, and then I couldn't sleep. So that's how it goes. You're so tired and then you go to bed and you can't go to sleep. Okie doke. Let's see here. I'm thinking I want to put it on here and have it come out to the edge. Sort of have to see how that's gonna, because this corner pocket, it won't be a disturbance. And then put this tag on there. I think I can slip that on to the paper clip just to have it down here dangling at the bottom. So, I don't know, maybe I could have put a different color fabric, but I was just thinking I wanted to use muslin. I don't know why. I should stamp on it or something. But then, what would I stamp on it? Okay, let me ink this up a little bit because I didn't ink it. So last night I was browsing through, I don't know, let's see, I need to punch a hole there first. YouTube videos or Etsy or something, and I came across Joey Cardmaker digitals. So I guess I must have been on Etsy. And I for some reason I thought he was from England, or British. I mean, what do you call those? Not British. I guess it's British, but England area. And then I realized he's from Australia, and Australia is probably, I've never been there because it's like 25 hours to fly there and $25,000. It's very expensive. But I watch Acorn TV. I have 2 subscriptions, one on Acorn itself and one on Prime. And I had called them. I said, why am I paying for 2 subscriptions? And she said, well, they show different shows on each channel. And I'm like, I'm in both series in both of those channels. So I said, well, I guess I'll be paying for both of them then, because I'm not giving them up, because they're my favorite TV programs to watch at this point. I can't do the sitcom stuff we have here. It's not sitcom. I mean, we don't really have those anymore. Like the old days, we had a lot of sitcoms, and now, I don't know, they're kind of drama things. And they're okay, but I don't know. The mysteries and the things that I usually watch, the detective ones, which right now I'm just finished with Janet King. And one of the characters in the show, the lawyer, he was telling this mean guy where he lived, and he mentioned the name of the, and I had just seen where Joey was from. It's Coolwa or something like that, and I don't know where that is, but so anyways, this guy had just mentioned that's where he lived. I thought, oh, how cool is that? Plus, I'm a quilter, and everything I quilt nowadays is usually Jen Kingwell or Sue Daly, and both of them are from Australia. Sue Daly is in Queensland, and Jen Kingwell is in, I think it's pronounced Torquay or Turkey. I think it's on the coast. Well, a lot of the places are on the coast, but I don't know. It seems like I'm always watching movies or hearing about different places over there, and very interesting. And my daughter has a friend who lives in Australia. I think she's maybe in Sydney, which I think is across the whole entire continent or country. So if I wanted to go there, I would have to be like driving across United States to get to the quilt shop. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so let's see if I put, where'd it go? 90 ladies down. I'm going to take it off of this. Oops, I want to put it on. Hopefully that's dry enough. Probably not. But I can't wait. There we go. I was afraid that now that it's on there, it's fine. I think that's kind of cute. I mean, if you made one of these at home too, well, so we need to be this on the outside. You could put a beads or something like that on your paper clip. You can move this paper clip up a little bit if you needed to, or use a smaller one. And then this is a little tuck in here. You put a journal card. I could actually put the journal card in there, and that would be there. I need to sew around that. I have to sew around the journal cards. Let's see if I put a tab up here of the same. Fabric. I feel like I should stamp this or something. It won't be so plain. But what would I stamp it with? I don't have any Christmas stamps. It says postcard. There's a postage stamp. Some words. Just this little emblem thing. Let's see if I stamp it that way. I do have green. I wonder how that would look. Let me test it out before kind of looks nice. Where I stamped it, it doesn't. Let me get a new one. Okay. So let me put some heavy tack on that. It was kind of hard to come up with 12 different features on these cards, but that was my plan. So I guess it's working out okay. Okay, and then I think I'm going to try to just kind of a little stamp right there. Yeah, that's all right. Not crazy about that, but okay. What is done in this game. Okay. And then I've got to sew that. Let me put it in the sewing machine or I'll forget. Okay. So now this is 9 and it's pretty much ready to be hinged. Let me put this green away before I get green on something. I'm just going to ink this up before I put it in the book because the other pages I put in the book and then I wanted to ink them and I had to go back. And a little more difficult when they're hinged in. I like the grungy look to a certain degree, but I would like to go more grungy, but I have a hard time making myself do that. So there's a nice place to journal on the back of that. And I got this color idea from Gail Augustinelli because she did this number 9 with like a limeish green, and I just saw that in my little stash, that piece of in my Christmas paper, so I thought that was cool. All right, so now we need to put a piece here to flange it over, and I put everything away so I could find, here's all the leftover pieces. Seems like this gold is just coming in so nice on everything. So I don't see why not use it, right? Because it just looks nice. Seems like when you make a journal, you find a common color. This might be the last of this piece of fabric. You find a color that always seems to go with everything. Of course, that's what the designer does. You know, they make it. So if you kind of like detective shows and mysteries sort of thing, and I do, and usually I can figure out who did it quite early in the program, but not the way the Australians write it. I do not figure it out, and I guess that's why I like it, because either they don't give you enough clues to figure it out, or they're just really good at writing their storyline. And then the people in Australia probably don't even watch it. They probably watch other stuff. But there's one, in fact, the same actress, and I don't know their names at all. I'm not good at that. I never have been, but she played in a place called Home, which was one of the very first ones that I watched. And that's an excellent series. And I like it because it's not one whole movie. A lot of them are a series. So there's maybe 3 to 7 series, and you can kind of binge watch it, or you can watch, you know, 1.5 every evening, because I don't stay awake that late to watch. I can't watch a whole movie. I mean, I have, but I mean, I'd rather watch these little episodes. They're just fun to watch. So I've watched a lot of them. Okay, I think that's cute. I think that's cute. Hopefully that's not going to stick out too much out of the book. I may have to readjust this somehow. Well, I'll just stick it in I'll just stick it in the best I can, so that when I ship it, or when somebody purchases it, it won't be sticking out to get bent or anything. Okay, cool. All right, so now we have 10 and 11. I have this little book to put in, and 12. Oh, that reminds me too. I'm going to paper clip this on here temporarily. I feel like I'm going to rip it off. I love that little look now. Came out kind of cute. I put in, where did I put it? Oh, the music sheet. What I ended up doing, as I did make a pocket. So in here is a pocket, and then there's also a pocket back here, so they can slide in something in there and here. I was going to leave it open so you could flip it, but then it's no use to the journal, really. You can't write on it or anything, so you could still see that it's vintage, and you know, the blue in the inside, it looks kind of cool. So that's what I've done with that one. Now on the covers, I did this again this morning. Oops. I put another coat. The bubbles went away, and now it's not dry yet, so the bubbles came back. But I think they're going to go away again, and I will maybe put a little of the glitter glue under it, and I'm going to sew all around this. Now I put a coat of the varnish over that side, and I put a coat of varnish on this side. It's not dry yet, and then I need to do another coat on the front. I did 2 coats on here because I could see the brush marks, which I still can. And it seems to me I changed it last time, and I just dabbed it with piece of foam, which I might go do that instead on this next coat, because I don't like the brush marks. It is a matte finish. It's not supposed to be shiny. It does have a tad of shine to it. But when those are all dry and everything, I'm going to stitch around those, and this is going to go on the cover like this, and I'll hinge that to this. And then I was going to put the corners on. So then the closure, I'm thinking of just putting a eyelet hole here, and then take one part and wrap it around, and one part up in the front and tie it. Not put a hole on both sides, but I don't know. Let me see if this is not dry, so. I don't know. Or I could do like the rubber band style. don't know. And then we have to cover all this. So I have to pick a fabric that will cover all of it nice. This is going to be a nice journal for someone. I hope someone loves it. Okay. Well, I have a few more minutes, so let me work on, let me put these aside. So I can't do anything until they're dry. I can't put them through the sewing machine or anything. And I was so excited because I have been looking and looking for this envelope from the Netherlands, and because it had some vintage paper in it, some see all the stuff that I wanted to find. Vintage paper, postcards. It's not very Christmassy, St. Patrick's kind of. But you know, they're in different languages, and I just thought that I wanted to put those on a couple of the sheets. Or a couple of the cards that I was doing. There's another postcard. Anyway, now I found it, so I'm happy about that. This is a little tiny string ribbon. I don't know what I'll ever do with that, but somewhere, someday. Okay. Was just happy to find it. Okay, so number 10. Let's see what our number 10 card looks like. Got all these in a bag now. Number 10 is Lords Leaping. Okay. It's 11. Let me just cut this stamp out while I see it. Maybe I'll put that on there. The guy I had to come yesterday to look at this thing I want him to do. It's like under my house where the crawl space, it's all, the wood's all broken off where now the animals can get in there. And he was supposed to come yesterday and take a look at that so he could give me an estimate to fix it. Never showed. Waited all, you know, afternoon for him. He'll probably show up today, but that's just kind of the way they are. Some of these maintenance guys. And even the ones that are high priced do the same thing, but they do call you. They'll call and reschedule because something happened. Where is, okay, there's the journal card for 10. But where are my tags? There's 10. Okay. And I don't think I made a background for that one yet, but I think I'll do blue. All right. I already did 8, so I need to do her journal card. And I did 3. Get those sewed. All right, 10, I already used the tab for 10 inside the little folder. So I don't have a tab for 10 unless I want to make one. So let's see, do we have one of these? 7, 8. Maybe I already used 10. 9. Oh, we don't have that one. Right. There it is. I'm going to cut that out too. Then we'll have it. See what we have to work with. I haven't put much lace in here. Maybe I'll see if I can find some lace or something. There's some words, but I don't need those yet. 11 and 12. Okay. All right. Oh, here's a piece of lace. Yeah, I don't know why my camera was so close, and then my hands get so dry in the wintertime. Now we're getting to the dry weather. I don't know. Let's see here. I want a background for this, so I feel like blue would be nice, but probably could use red as well. It's only 40 degrees out this morning, so my heater's on. It's supposed to get up to 70 today, though. All right, so this one I need to sew. These are some of the elements I have. And let's see, maybe I'll use some... Well, let me see. I need to make a tag, a bigger tag. So that looks kind of nice behind that. I know I have the swan one with that tab, but let's see how far away. Okay, that's got a blue tag. And the swan one has it. But that's the only one. So I'm going to use this. Let me just find a tag so I can get the correct size. Must have already cut that to make it a tag. I just didn't cut the corners off. Okay, these need to be sewed. All right, I was thinking about putting some of that blue music again behind it because this looks nice. I just have some papers here that this was printed on the wrong paper. Okay, so there goes my timer. I'm just gonna layer this up a little bit and see what makes, I could use that for a tag, for the tab, I mean. I need a pocket to hold it in too. All right, so, pocket. I thought about doing a belly band on one of these. Where's that piece that it's actually probably a belly band size right there. Yeah, I thought about just attaching it, making a belly band here. So let's see what kind of, I guess that's wide enough. I'm gonna probably hold that in place because I didn't do any belly bands in this one. So, maybe I'll put it a little lower so it's not, so it's like that. Okay. All right, so we probably should decorate the belly band. Let me see about, lace is too big. Plus I've got to hinge this now, so I want to make sure, let's see, we have to make sure that where we're going to hinge it will work. So yeah, I can hinge it here and I can hinge it here. Just want to make sure that I'm not in the way of the hinges. Okay. I was thinking about putting some kind of a lace in the center of this. It looks okay, but it's not what I'm thinking. That looks pretty. I think maybe then a word would look cute across the front of that. So let me do this. This is vintage, real vintage lace. Sometimes you don't want to waste it on a belly band, but it's okay. Just gonna dab it on here. Not all over it, because I don't like that. you know, if in the comments, let me know if you want to see everything that I'm doing, or, you know, if I've showed how to do one thing, don't do it again. Like putting on hinges, I mean, you've seen one on, you pretty much know. The only difference is that how different things you can use to make a hinge, I guess. You know, you can use fabric or paper or, you know, ribbon or something like that. Okay, so that goes there. And then, let me see, I was thinking a word. Maybe that would just be cute hanging there. I have another, let me see, where did okay, where are you? Huh. One must be open, some, oh, there's one. These are, safety pins, but they don't have that little curl in there, so you can add things to, like beads. You can put beads running all along it. I just never get around to doing it, but this might be able to go in a little more of the lace so that it holds it. And they're also not, there you go. So that way it kind of keeps it from, I think that looks good. Let's take that out. Make sure this is gonna be low enough. About right there. I probably could have sewed this too. I mean, sewed it along the edges of it before I put it on, but all right, that's cute. I should stop because my clock was out, and I was going to make a rest of these today, and then this afternoon come back with another video because I have to sew all this. So let me, I mean, if that's what I'm going to put there, I'm not sure. Just feel like I'm missing. I don't know if I need another 10 there, or no, that's too much. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to finish making these things, and then hopefully the next video I can actually put the covers on. That's my thought. So we can get this finished, okay? Thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.